new world is upon us. If you can't see it by right now, guys, then you'll see it by the time it's too late.
But 64% of Fortune 500 executives in a recent survey say that investing in crypto and blockchain is important for staying ahead of their competition.
What did we talk about? What did we talk about, right? A lot of these investors, people who are in the know, guys, institutions, companies, industries, will all be tokenized and will all go and be integrated into the digital world, guys. It has to be, right? No one can be left behind. That's the thing, guys. If there is, then it wouldn't even work in the first place, right? So again, she talked about digital assets or cryptocurrencies, right? It's a basket of them, guys, not just one, which is XRP, but multiple, right? A lot, actually. If 99.9% survives, there still be hundreds, if not thousands. Let's be realistic. So that's how many cryptos are in the cryptosphere, guys. Isn't that crazy? Now, we're going to be talking about David Schwartz because he said something very interesting. Before that, Justin, this ties in with that, guys, but Elon Musk plans to turn X into a full-on finance platform within a year. Says you won't need a bank account anymore. Wow, this is weird, guys, right? Seems like Elon Musk is playing the perfect puppet, supposedly. Now, but here's the question. If someone uses X or Twitter as their bank, surely the suspension of an account won't be done on a whim as it is now, guys, right? If I'm not even mistaken, digital asset investor, his account got suspended, guys, right? But listen to this, though, on Twitter. But listen to this. This is so strange because Elon Musk plans to turn X into a full finance platform within a year. The year 2024, they changed their logo or their name to X. X is the 24th letter, guys, which is what, 2024. What are the chances of this, right? Is this hinting towards a new financial system, so to speak? Of course it is, because here comes David Schwartz. Think the future world will where people have a sort of universal store of value wallet. They're telling you in plain sight. Get ready, guys. Let's check this out.
Future world where people have a sort of a wallet that's a sort of universal store of value.
Elon Musk to turn X into a full-scale finance platform within a year. He said you won't need a bank account anymore.
So that could mean tokenized stocks, that could mean cryptocurrencies, that could mean fiat assets, that could mean digital rights to things that they've purchased, it could mean NFTs for collectibles, games. This idea that you have a person who, when they get paid, let's say you get paid every 2 weeks, you get paid, and that money comes in, and you can have whatever you want to have happen to that money. And when you go to the grocery store and you get that bill and you go to pay the bill, that payment can come out of your portfolio of things that you hold however you want. And
wow, he just explained the new world, guys, right? This is so crazy to me. He literally just explained buying things with your cryptocurrencies or digital dollar perhaps, right? And it will come out of the wallets, guys, as soon as you need it to be, right? Wow, that this new world that's upcoming, guys, will be 100% more efficient, so to speak, right? And there's a downside, which will probably make people more lazy as well.
And you could be a millionaire, or you could be, someone in a third world country whose net worth is less than the cost of this microphone, and you would have access to that same set of tools. Obviously, you'd be using them on a different scale, but you would have the same set of options.
So he's basically saying right here, a level playing field is needed, guys, in that new world, right? So think about it: is the new world going to be negative or positive, right? I can understand both perspectives on why certain people think it's going to be bad and certain people think it's going to be good, guys, right? But I don't know. Maybe both.
Holding gold, when you get paid, you could have tokenized gold, and when you go to pay, at the grocery store, you're using tokenized gold that's being sold, and it's just everything in one place. And that means, like, when you gift money to other people, when you pass away, your heirs don't have to go looking for your assets spread all over the place. You have just so much more control and can make financial decisions on that sort of more controlled basis. And I think I'll also go back to the very, very first vision that was associated with Ripple. It actually goes back to Ryan Fugger in 2004, believe it or not. And he had this vision of individuals who, if you need money, you might, if you're not very well banked, you might get a payday loan or something terrible, or leave money on a credit card, because borrowing money from people is extremely inconvenient. Like, you have to ask somebody if you can borrow money from them, and they have to say yes or no. And if they say no, it's awkward. If they say yes, you have to remember to pay them back. And what if you pay them back and they forget that you paid them back, or they have to ask you to pay? Like, all of those things can be automated and made painless. And I think financial openness is people in the United States talk about religion, they talk about politics, they talk about sex in ways that they didn't, just a few years ago. The only thing we still don't talk about and that we don't have open discussions about is money. Like, the only question that's impolite to ask someone pretty much is how much do you make?
I guess that's true, but I can't believe it, guys. He literally painted the picture of that new world, right? If you would just close your eyes, replay this portion of the video, guys, when David Schwartz is talking, and just close your eyes. That's all you need to do. And he's going to paint a picture, right? But remember, one universal store of value wallets, right? We heard this before, something very similar called WeChat, where implemented in China, right? So what is WeChat anyway? It's a Chinese instant messaging, social media, and mobile payment app, guys. You can't make that stuff up, right? Comes by threes. And look what happened now. What is Elon Musk trying to do? Isn't it so strange? It always happens there first, and where does it come? It comes to America. Now, somebody did say David is Satoshi, right? That's interesting because this was from a Bitcoin developer, supposedly. This was back in 2018. Do you think I left Bitcoin and joined at Ripple to build bank software? Think again. XRP. Wow. This is massive, guys, right? Because 3 of the top 5 global money transfer companies plan to use XRP in payment flows in 2018, right? This was back in 2018. People were fleeing from Bitcoin literally to Ripple, right? It's crazy. Crazy. But remember, a lot of people are saying 2018, whatnot. Remember. The traditional financial system takes super long. It takes a long time for them to bring something new. That's the thing. That's the issue, right? The only time when they're going to change guards, guys, is what? For a problem to strike, and that is the collapse, in my humble opinion. Not financial advice. XRP Ledger has the capability to function even if faulty or malicious participants enter the ledger. That is the reason why it is more robust as compared to Bitcoin or Ethereum's blockchain, guys. And plus, these other blockchains go down, have issues, and all these things, guys. But what about the XRP Ledger? Nothing, right? It's good to go. It literally never sleeps. It's 24/7 awake, guys. Right? Then we see from Monica Long, I don't know when this was, maybe this year, I'm not quite sure, but the United Mexico corridor sees tens of billions of dollars in payments every year. And last year, Bitso processed 3.3 billion of that through crypto with Ripple and others, guys. This is real world utility, right? What about the other coins? Think about it, guys. If you can't see it right now, then by the time people are awoken, become awake, will be when it's too late. Now here, this person says, look what he says. For cross-border payments, we need what?
Solving cross-border payments is not a technology issue. It's more of a making sure that we can have the payment align really well with all of the regulatory use cases for every hop that payment may make. And it's disparate, right? So each segment or each country that it goes in may have a very different regulatory schema that it has to meet.
That's interesting. Again, it's not about the technology, guys. It's not a technical issue for cross-border payments. It's an issue of regulatory or regulation and standardization.
So when we're doing cross-border and it may hop through 1 or 2 or 3 different countries, we have to meet all of those regulatory requirements, right? So the ability for us to use some of these new platforms and some of the new technology is also behooves us to work on standardization, like from a payment formatting perspective, from a regulatory perspective, from an oversight perspective, to be able to come up with a more consistent way of managing payments cross-border.
Ripple just got confirmed. This is why Brad Garlinghouse himself said we're working with the regulators. It has to be, guys. If you're not with them, then you're against them, and they're going to kill your project, right? It doesn't matter. This is how I know for a fact. This is just speculation, obviously, so take it with a grain of salt. But this is just my belief, guys. Satoshi Nakamoto is obviously with them, the governments, right? The agencies who created Bitcoin. Let's be realistic for a second. This article comes out from Uphold. To buy XRP on open market. Wow, pushes the price up, guys. Promises not to use customer funds for on-demand liquidity, which is now called Ripple payments, right? And that's another mechanism to push price up as well. I think it's incredible. Congratulations, are our XRP on the platform going to enhance the liquidity? Here comes Uphold. They say, hi James and thanks. We never leverage customer funds. Beautiful, guys, right? This is another confirmation for Uphold. Now, A lot of exchanges will bite the dust. Can Uphold be one of them? I'm not sure, guys. Obviously, I don't know. But if you guys are trying to buy XRP or other cryptocurrencies, I do have an Uphold affiliate link down here below. Buy it, then remove it, guys. Right? Always remove it to your whichever wallet you trust. And if you guys, I use Ledger and Zum as well, guys. I do have a affiliate link down here below for Ledger. But we will, however, be using our expertise in sourcing both fiat and crypto, XRP included, by the way, on the open market, in order to facilitate the near instantaneous transfer of money across borders via Ripple ODL, guys, right? So now this is beautiful because, remember, this is why they partnered with Uphold, because to source liquidity from Uphold, guys, instead of Ripple directly, right? And the SEC can't do S about it. Quote, it bears mentioning from Johnny Deaton that XRP makes up Uphold's largest crypto holding, amounting to $1.25 billion worth of the token in customer funds. For context, customers only hold $168 million worth of Bitcoin on Uphold, end quote. Wow, almost 10x the XRP to Bitcoin, guys. That surprised me, right? Why are they holding so much XRP? Literally 10 times the amount of Bitcoin they're holding, guys. I think this is from Uphold. Wow. That's insane, guys. Right? Maybe it's because I suspect this is due to them getting all the business from their competitors when they delisted XRP and Uphold didn't. Right? Exactly. Uphold stood for the XRP community, for the XRP army, while no other exchanges did, guys, right? Or a few. I don't know how many did, but none of them except Uphold, I think. Or maybe one or two more. I'm not sure. But Uphold, we know, set up for the community because they didn't delist it. And they were right. Because Bragg only has to say we'll be on the right side of what? History, law, history, and progress. So not financial advice, guys. It seems like we are definitely entering this new world, and it's going to accelerate the more events we see. Not financial advice. Be prepared. But anyways, that's all for you guys. Amazing. See ya.